To me, the biggest story about AI this week was not the president issuing an executive order to curtail it, or the meeting on Capitol Hill with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg trying to get a handle on it, or how it was utilized to finish that new Beatles song. Instead, it was the story out of New Jersey about how male students at the Westfield High School were sharing fake nude photographs of their fellow female students, doctored from actual online pictures using AI. There are currently no federal laws in the United States against the creation of sharing non-consensual deepfake pornography. A recent study found the number of pornographic deepfakes online roughly doubled every 6 months from 2018 to 2020, and that 96% of deepfakes are sexually explicit and feature women who didn't consent to the videos. The incident in Westfield took place over the summer, but officials only learned about it on October 20. The school implemented an investigation and sent out an email asking if a parent or guardian thinks their child is a victim of a criminal act related to the incident to report it to the local police. In a local Facebook group in Westfield, some parents called to punish whoever had created the images. Others saw it as a forgivable youthful transgression. In a statement to CNN, the school said, quote, "We aren't able to provide specific details on the number of students involved and any disciplinary actions imposed, as matters involving students are confidential." Joining me now is one of those targeted, 14-year-old Francesca Mani and her mother, Dorota. Francesca, thank you so much for being here. Sorry that this happened to you. How did you learn of it? I read the Wall Street Journal Julie Jargon piece, and it said that on a particular day in school, the boys just started to act weird.
Yes, so the day before I found out, no girl knew what was happening, but we knew the boys knew something. And the next day I was called down to the principal's office to be confirmed as one of many students of the AI incident. And I'm not gonna lie, after I left the office I was crying. And while I was walking the hallways, I saw a group of boys laughing at a group of girls who were crying, and that's when I realized I shouldn't be sad, but I should be mad. So I came home and I told my mom, and I said, we need to do something about this because this is not fair to the girls, and this is not okay.
Francesca, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you've seen the images. Do you nevertheless know how many girls were similarly victimized, and do you know who was responsible?
I know who was responsible, and it has been rumored that there are over 34 girls to be involved in this.
Mom, Dorota, I'm going to put something on the screen from that Wall Street Journal piece, and then I'll ask you for a reaction. I'll read it out loud. It says the following. Even among parents, there's no consensus. In a local Facebook group, some called for harsh punishment for whoever created the images. Others deemed it a youthful transgression that should be forgiven. How do you see it, Dorota?
Listen, I've heard over and over that boys will be boys, and I agree, boys will be boys, girls will be girls. That being said, there's right and wrong, there's legal and illegal. In this situation, there were some boys or a boy, that's to be, determined, who created without a consent of the girls inappropriate images. At the same time, when this transpired, I'm speaking, from Francesca's history, there were multiple of boys that reached out to support her and say, listen, how can we help you? This is not okay. We feel so bad. What is there for us to do to make it better? Many of them walk her home. So yes, boys will be boys, but there's also right and wrong, legal and illegal.
Francesca, do you think that this should be best dealt with by the school or by local law enforcement, the police?
I think it should be both. I think the school should contribute to helping make all the girls more comfortable in our school, because so many girls don't feel comfortable knowing that he's walking our hallways. And I also think there should be a law inputted against the AI to protect everyone from this.
So, Francesca, if you know who was responsible, I presume that others in school know this is the guy. Has anything happened to him as far as you know so far?
Not really. Not really, no.
Dorota, has there been any communication among the parents, meaning of the girls victimized and the parents or parent whatever the situation may be, of the young man that you think was responsible for this?
Absolutely. So multiple of mothers, I think over 100 reached out to me. I mean, only the ones who were outraged in the way how Westfield High conducted the investigation and how they treated this incident, but also moms of previous incidents that were just brushed off and not taken seriously. So I've listened. Nobody listened to them, so I've listened. I had no contact with the other side. I know the name as per what my daughter told me, and principal of the school informed me there was one boy. Later on, we found out there could be multiple of boys as per Westfield leader, but none of those parents contacted us.
So, Francesca, has the boy apologized to you?
No, he has not.
What would you do if he did?
I don't know. I think I would stay quiet, and I just don't think it's right what he did.
Right. Well, it's indefensible what he did, right?
Yes.
You know, but if I may add something, I'm so proud of my daughter. She's advocating for herself and the other girls. She's urging me to make sure there are other laws in place for New Jersey. So Senator Bramnick is behind our back and making sure that whatever is right now on the table will be pushed this November, making sure that New Jersey children are safe. She also wrote a letter to President Biden asking him to urge other governors to make sure that there are laws in place to protect our children. So I think this issue is more complex than just Westfield High School. And this is our time and opportunity to treat it as a teachable platform to shed the light of the importance of this issue.
Francesca, good luck to you.
Thank
you,
so
Dorota.
much.
Thank you.
Checking in on social media reaction, Catherine, what do we have from the world of X? Pornography has done irrevocable damage to developing young minds and screwed up plenty of adults as well. Yeah, it's just too prevalent. I mean, it used to have to be hard to find, right? And now it's the touch of a button. I think it's also impacted relationships and expectations of young men because it's so widely available that they have an unrealistic, well, I said it, expectation of what life's all about.